Let's just say the quiet part out loud. Your husband doesn't even need to gaslight you anymore because he's trained you to do it to yourself. You're running the script he installed. You're playing the rules you never agreed to. And the wildest part, you didn't even notice it was happening. Think of it, reflect. At work, you're decisive, competent, powerful. At home, you're hesitant, unapologetic, walking on eggshells. That's not an accident. That's conditioning. And today we're going to talk about how he slowly, systematically trained you to override your own reality until you became your own oppressor. I'm Dr. Don Russell of the Russell Healing Institute, and we help women who are flourishing outside the home flourish in the home, even though they are in relationship with a narcissist gaslighter. Click subscribe, that way you'll get access to the content as soon as it's available on this channel, and also click the like button, why not? People think gaslighting looks dramatic, yelling, denial, manipulation, hot fights. No, the real danger is in the tiny moments, the quiet corrections. That's not really happened. You're remembering wrong. Why do you always make things so negative? One sentence at a time, he's chipped away at your inner narrator. Not enough to cause a fight, but just enough to create a crack. And that's all he needed, a crack. Because every time you paused, every time you wondered if he might be right, that pause became his leverage. Here's the part nobody talks about. Narcissists don't just gaslight you. They make you pre-gaslight yourself. You start walking into conversations already questioning your own perception. You start expecting things to go wrong, expecting to be too sensitive, expecting to be the problem. And once that takes root, he doesn't have to convince you of anything. Your brain has already started to do it automatically. Your brain has already started to always make things so negative. You begin to override your own instincts even before he's chipped away his mouth at your inner narrator. And at that point, not enough psychological takeover is complete, just enough to create a crack. And let's go even deeper. He needed every narcissistic relationship, because every time you paused, every time you wondered if he might be right, mental echo of him, that pause, what we call an internalized representation. He doesn't have to convince you of anything. You stop hearing has already started to do it. Instead, you start hearing his already started inside your own head yourself. I probably so you begin to override your own instincts. It's not even before he opens his mouth. Maybe I'm overreacting. And he probably didn't mean it. I just need to let it go. And at that point, he used to be saying psychological takeover. But now you're saying that to himself. The coup d'etat. He doesn't even have to be in the room anymore. The training wheels are off. I've internalized his criticism. Right? His disbelief. He used to be saying emotional volatility. But now you're saying them to inside your nervous system. He doesn't even have to be in the room. This is the real horror of narcissism. The training wheels are off. You've internalized his thinking starts to colonize his disbelief, his emotional volatility. No. And now here's the plot inside. It's not weak women who fall into this pattern. That's what people that don't know any better think. It's actually the strong ones. Follow the logic here. Women who self-reflect, women who naturally ownership takers, actually normally take responsibility for their own self, women who try to make sense of chaos, women who try to figure it out, and sensitive women, genuinely sensitive women, in a healthy way, that don't want to hurt another person. Women that believe relationships can be repaired. See, those are all strengths, those are all virtues, but they're the very tools that end up getting used against you. Weaponized is the word. Consciously or unconsciously, he knows it, and he is counting on it. Counting on your ability to self-correct so that he never has to. Now, here's the part that stings. You might need to be sitting down for this. Eventually, what happens inside your own heart and soul is you start defending him from yourself. You start to talk yourself out of your own feelings, quiet your own intuition, negotiate away from your own pain, protect him from accountability. So you censor your own reality because you know that his reaction will be worse. You just don't want to get into the fight. Does that sound familiar? Here's the thing. This is gut check time. What I'm describing isn't love anymore. It isn't loyalty even anymore. It isn't patience and long suffering. It is survival. It is a survival response. This is what happens when a woman lives in a psychological environment where her perception is treated as an inconvenience. When your truth becomes a threat to the peace in the home, of course, you end up silencing it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is self-gaslighting. That's the final stage. Hey, if any part of this hit uncomfortably close to home, I'm glad that it's validating for you. But this wasn't just an accident. Because deep down, you already know he didn't just manipulate conversations, he manipulated your mind. Strong language, but I'm going to say brainwashing. And once a woman realizes that, that's when things start to change. And since you've watched this video, you are on the path of change. Hey, what I'd like you to do is sign up for the free Detox Your Marriage Skool community. It's a private, moderated space where you can meet and connect with other women that are on the same courageous journey. And there's a ton of helpful resources in that community. As well, if you're ready to initiate change for yourself and for the relationship, click the other link down there for the 15-minute quick start call. That's where we'll just really quickly, tactically understand what's going on in your environment and see how we can help you transform your environment. No strings attached, nothing for sale in that call. We just want to give you a sense of direction, which is sorely needed in your situation because this gaslighting, it's destabilizing. All right? See you inside the Detox Your Marriage Skool community, and maybe we'll connect on a call.